Carolyn Wellman, and I'm known as the Contest Queen. This is another episode of Ask Carolyn Anything. So today I have a question from Barbara, and she writes, I was wondering what happened to RoboForm Companion, and I'm hoping you would know. I loved the program, and I'm hoping I can find it again or programs similar. I'm sorry to have bothered you if this isn't the kind of question you would normally handle. Thank you. Well, there are no dumb questions, and I think it's a good question because there's actually a long history between RoboForm and RoboForm Companion and the sweepstakes community and my experience with it. So let me start at the beginning. So in 2001, when I started entering sweepstakes on a daily basis, I had a fairly old laptop and things kind of chugged along with it. So I was able to enter on a daily basis, but it was really slow. And I'd heard about RoboForm in the online groups I was part of, but there was no way that I could put it on my computer because I knew it would just crash it. Because I was already struggling with the regular everyday programs I was using. I didn't want to add something else. So in 2003, it got to the point where my computer wasn't even working. And in 2003, I got a new computer. And oh, it was so fast. It just made entering easier. And then I got RoboForm. And wow, it cut my contest entry time in half. So it was amazing. And it was originally, let me give you a little history of what RoboForm itself is. It was originally designed as a password manager, but it also has a form filling feature. And some smart sweeper figured out that they could use RoboForm and their form filling feature to enter sweepstakes faster using something that RoboForm calls passcards, which is kind of an odd name because it's actually basically just a saved form. So I don't know how they decided on passcards, which kind of confuses some people, but that's actually how I still enter today. I use passcards in RoboForm. Then I heard about this program called, and I don't remember the year, I'm going to say about the same time or maybe 2004, about a program called RoboForm Companion. And what it did was you loaded that. You had to have RoboForm first or it wouldn't work. And then you loaded on RoboForm Companion. And what RoboForm Companion did was it took those passcards that you had saved in RoboForm and it would submit, go to the page, fill it out, and submit it for you. So it was basically automating what I would do on an everyday basis. It was created by Vincent Lavoie of Syndrix Solutions. And in 2009, Vincent decided that he wasn't going to update the program anymore. It was too much work for the value of the system. I guess he was also onto other projects. And the reason he wasn't going to update it is because Windows continually updates. Like, for example, Microsoft doesn't even update Windows 98 anymore. It doesn't even support it. They're focused on Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, all the latest programs. And so as technology moves forward, the old technology falls away. So he decided he wasn't going to do it anymore. Then SweepsU, which was a sweepstakes aggregate website, bought the code from Vincent, thinking what they were going to do at the time was update the software and integrate it as part of their services that they offered to their members. As they went through their own process, they decided that they didn't want to have an autofill feature, or I should say auto entry feature, because autofill is something else, auto entry feature as part of the program, because auto entry is actually against most sweepstakes rules. So they decided that they weren't going to integrate it. And since then, SweepsU has also closed its doors. So RoboForm Companion and its code is now gone by the way of the dodo. None of it exists anymore. So that's what happened to RoboForm Companion. Also, the other thing that happened is, even though it doesn't exist anymore, I don't miss it because sweepstakes has changed so much. The days of the plain old entry form they've really faded compared to what they call consumer generated media, or CGM, in the advertising world. They're looking for people to now participate in video contests, photo contests, commenting on Facebook, sharing on Twitter, WooBox forums, things you have to log into, Rafflecopter and Gleam on blogs, advert games where you have to log in and play. It's completely changed. So the number of forms that it would have been good for are really low compared to what it used to be, 15 years ago. So I don't necessarily know if having a program like that would be beneficial. Now, there is a sweepstakes website out there that offers a program, and it's called Sweepstakes Ninja. It was developed years ago, and it's supposed to do the same thing that RoboForm Companion did. It is a fairly hefty fee every month to use it. It's called SAS, which is what actually RoboForm itself is, and that stands for Software as Subscription. So, for example, if you subscribe to RoboForm, you can purchase it for, like $15 to $20 a year, depending on the years. I'll put a link below because my subscribers do get a discount that I've negotiated with RoboForm. So they've given me a special code that it will take you to a page with a discount, because I've been working with them for years. And so it's a fairly hefty fee. I've never actually used it. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so I can't comment on the program one way or another. So I think it would be something you have to investigate and decide for yourself. Maybe do a little online research. So I'm sorry to say, Barbara, I don't think you're going to have any luck with anything like RoboForm Companion anymore. But I still use RoboForm every day when I sweep. I don't know how I'd sweep without it. And it's how I speed up my time, even with all the different types of Facebook, Twitter, advert game, consumer generated media sweepstakes. It helps me still organize those. And if you want to learn how to use it, be sure to check out my online calendar, as I do offer how to win on social media online classes, and RoboForm, teaching how to use RoboForm is part of that. So I teach on RoboForm, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And all the links will be below. So I hope you answered your question. If you have a question for me, send it to questions@contestqueen.com or #AskCarolynAnything on Twitter or Instagram. Until our next episode,